Good evening. This is a celebration, everyone. Good evening. Thank you. So let's get started. Could the athletes, student athletes in the class of 2022, would you please stand? Let's recognize the seniors, everyone. Thank you very much. A special thanks, of course, to all of our student athletes, but a special thanks to our seniors for their 4 years of dedication in upper school to our athletic program here at Cape Henry Collegiate. Just a couple very special recognitions here as we get started tonight, since we've just finished up play in the spring. First, Division I state baseball champions. Yeah. It's a long baseball game, incredible end. Vista State, Division I State Coach of the Year of Baseball, Tim Hummel. Congratulations, Coach Hummel. And also sometimes individual, some of our teams where you have more individual sports, sometimes gets lost. We just think about the team, the baseball team. But I also want to make sure we recognize tonight D2 state champion triple jump, Elena Granado, state champion. So again, I thank all of our student athletes for your commitment. It has been absolutely fantastic this year to run 3 full seasons with our athletic program again, to get back to that. And we will continue to do that as we move forward. But it's so incredible for me to be able to get back out there and be able to cheer you on in all your different activities, starting way back where we actually were able to get our fall season going in August, right up until just this past weekend. So again, thank you to all of our student athletes for everything you've done for Cape Henry Collegiate, both on the field, in the pool, on the court, but also everything else that you do for Cape Henry Collegiate. Truly appreciate it. I'm going to quickly turn it over now to Ms. Jeannie Short, the best athletic director there is out there.
Thank you, Dr. Guerin, and I will lead by saying thank you for your genuine, authentic support of Cape Henry Athletics. I know this when I'm at a track meet or a state baseball game, and he's blowing up my phone with how we're doing. So thank you. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Spring Athletic Awards and Senior Recognition Ceremony. Tonight's agenda includes an intro and awards presentation honoring cumulative athletic achievements, and then we will dismiss to individual team presentations. I would first like to thank a few people before we begin. First, the incredible CHC Athletic Department, completely committed to doing everything possible for the success of the program. Good work by great people. Ed Faubert, Kim Doran, Tyler Faubert, Phil Reichlife, and Tracy Pinkin. Please stand. I am super blessed to get to work with those people. Next, the parents of our Dolphin athletes, whether it's a convoy of food for an away trip, the repair and movement of crew boats, the appreciation they show for our coaches, or transportation to and from athletics, their true Dolphin spirit and love and support of their kids always rings true. If our CHC parents could please stand for a round of applause. Next, I am so fortunate to work with coaches who care above and beyond the game results. Outside of the X's and O's, what I'm so proud of is the way they support our student athletes through the ups and downs of varsity challenging seasons. If our Cape Henry coaches could please stand for a round of applause. We have the best coaches on the planet. Next, the CHC Athletic Department would like to present gifts to 3 folks who have gone above and beyond for athletic programs. First, Nat Eidlet from our professional facilities staff. Pretty sure he's not in attendance, but if you see him, please thank him for the incredible attention to detail he provides for our athletic facilities. I have the opportunity to see many, many fields and stadiums across the state. Ours are second to none. Ed Faubert, I have a gift for Nat. If you could present that to him tomorrow, and thank Nat if you see him. Next, Dan Burke. Dan is everywhere we are, creating CHC memories. His online photos are used for countless gifts and memorabilia, and again, he is a true Dolphin fan. Thank you, Dan Burke.
Thank you.
Finally, Greg Angley, thank you for your work with CHC TV and broadcasting. Yes, come on down. Mr. A has a natural gift for public speaking, but again, in your tone and expression is a lot of love for our student athletes. If you could please come forward and receive a gift on behalf of the athletes. Two claps. I'm just not as cool as Mr. A, but I tried. There's the two claps. Next, on to our awards. Go over some highlights of the spring season, but just the logistics. As you are announced for awards, we'll do our three-sport varsity first. We'd like you to kind of progress this way, receive your award. Our three-sport athletes will stay on the stage for a group picture, and then our individual awards. Same way, you have to kind of shake my hand and kind of progress this way. I learned this from Miss Amanda Hayes yesterday, so I'm going to give it a shot. The 2022 spring season brought success in many different forms. Very, very proud of our co-ed golf and boys tennis teams, earning the conference runner-up trophy, both teams entering the tournament with a lower seed. Strong finishes fueled by good coaching and team cohesion. Varsity boys lacrosse had many shining moments, one of which was an impressive home win versus Nantucket-Suffolk, and a competitive schedule throughout. New head coach Bobby Merriman recognized early on the need for coaches at all three levels, so we stepped in to lead a JV team and assist middle school teams. This type of investment can only strengthen our program. Varsity girls soccer finished the season with a 2-1 loss to the eventual Division I state champions. One of CHC's strongest female senior classes, we thank them for leaving an indelible mark on our soccer program. Varsity co-ed crew fielded the biggest roster ever this spring season. New head coach Bob Alpagini, great things to come for our Dolphin rowers. Varsity girls lacrosse finished the season as state quarterfinalists, and again, a class of 22 female senior athletes who have always represented our school with class and integrity. Varsity softball picked up more wins this season than seasons past, but most importantly, received the Conference Sportsmanship Award. I love watching this team play. Varsity track and field set an incredible 4 new school records and crowned an individual triple jump state champion in Elena Granados, a team with a positive outlook, even though their daily training site is mobile. Varsity dance, our dancers are with us tonight, thriving and better than ever, dancing their way out of a COVID Zoom training to their return to the stage just a few weeks ago. Their passion and hard work has paid off, and we look forward to additional stunning performances for seasons to come. Last but not least, varsity baseball. I guess you could say finishing the season with a record of 26-3 and completing the trifecta with a Division I state title is success. This group of young men started the season ranked number 1 amongst the largest independent schools in the state of Virginia and finished at number 1. Very tough task, answered by an historical roster and total team buy-in. Congratulations to Division I state champions. We can have all of our teams stand for a round of applause. It is fun to win the last game of the season across the board, so I'm still smiling from that win on Sunday. Now we will begin with our prestigious 3-sport varsity athletes. We have 23 of those this year. This level of commitment is to be recognized, and we celebrate your incredible contributions to our athletic teams. Most of you started in August and finished last week. So as I call your name, if you could come forward and receive your gift of time for your gift of time. Yoon Che. Philip Daniel. Devlin Edgar. Elena Granados. Anna Gravitt. Justin Hunter. Neos Parides. Madeline Keogh. Owen Klinkowitz. Preston McCullum. Carson Ortegan. Carson Polis. Sai Rem. Sanaya Rem. Kirsten Ruby. Grace Sawyer. Mary Turner Shipp. Jillian Summers. Shannon Tatter. Parker Tiffany. Sebastian Whitfield. Megan Zimmerman. And Jonah Zuckerman. Anyone back on the stage for a group?
Yeah, get back on stage.
So two back here. So we're going to need 2 or 3 rows of people. So from that edge of the stage, 2 back here. Taller ones in the back, like not as tall ones in the front. Take 2 or 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Play. Wait. Okay. All right, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Play.
Congratulations to our 3 sport varsity athletes. Next, we have a special presentation from the person greatly responsible for the strength, speed, agility, and confidence of our student athletes. Please join me in welcoming our Director of Fitness and Performance, Phil Rykoff.
This year we are going to be awarding our first class of NSCA, National Strength and Conditioning Association, High School All-Americans. So I'll read the release that the NSCA sent us. Founded in 1978, the National Strength and Conditioning Association is the national governing body and the gold standard in the world of strength and conditioning research, education, certification, and recognition. As a certified strength and conditioning specialist and speaking on behalf of the National Strength and Conditioning Association, I am proud to announce Cape Henry's 2022 class of high school All-Americans. This award recognizes athletic accomplishments, dedication to strength conditioning. Directors of performance and head strength conditioning coaches are able to nominate 1 athlete per athletic team, identifying student athletes who are determined to improve in athletics while maintaining academic prominence and are a great model for all student athletes at Cape Henry. Each individual has a write-up that was submitted, and you can find that on the NSCA website. If you look up nsca.com and then search All-American, you can find the write-up on each individual. So as I call your name, if you come up and accept your All-American award. Kenny Shadle, baseball. Tristan Whitfield, volleyball. Tristan is currently in Guatemala competing for the USA Under-19 select team. We'll give this to him when he gets back. Andrew McGowan, tennis. Nate Jensen, cross country. Mackenzie White, field hockey. Andrew Hart, track and field. George Cutler, boys basketball. Jillian Summers, girls basketball. Maddie Keogh, girls lacrosse. Mason Reed, wrestling. And lastly, Carson Poulos, swimming.
Congratulations to our high school All-American strength and conditioning athletes. Connect with Coach Rykoff this summer. He's a Cape Henry's best kept secret, so spend some time in there in the fitness center. Our next award to be presented this evening, the Auxiliary Athletic Award of Excellence, presented to students who support every athletic program in an auxiliary capacity. These two recipients across 3 seasons provide CHC TV streaming at home and occasionally on the road, capturing video moments for our students, family, alumni, and friends. Please join me in congratulating Drew Rich and Wyatt Klimkowitz. Next, the Dolphin Athletic Award of Excellence. This trio of athletes have led as team captains. All have been asked to step up in competitive championship games on more than one occasion. They are strong team members and have made strong contributions to championship teams. Please join me in congratulating Jenny Marquette, Eli Altmeyer, and Gabrielle Beisel, earning the Dolphin Athletic Award of Excellence. Next, the Chappa Athletic Award of Excellence. The Chappa Athletic Award of Excellence is presented to senior athletes who have been strong contributors to multiple athletic programs and represented the school with honor, strength of character, and integrity. Our coaches equally voted for 5 athletes, and all 5 are deserving. Please join me in congratulating Nathan Hayes, Carly Meyerholtz, Avon Johnson, Kate McCrae, and Mitchell Lugo. I really need like background music. You guys are quiet. Must be a Wednesday night, a rainy Wednesday night. Next, the Scott D. O'Hara Award, presented to senior athletes who have made considerable contributions as a school representative both on and off the field. The male recipient is Everything Cape Henry. He steps in to volunteer with all school initiatives both on and off campus. The female recipient works and coordinates with Operation Smile in order to fund life-changing medical procedures. Please join me in congratulating Nico Cruz and Kate Shepard as the Scott D. Award recipients. Next, the Red and Gray Athletic Award of Excellence, awarded to 3 senior athletes who are extraordinary competitors and have had remarkable impacts on team results and championships. The minute they step into a competitive arena, they make a difference, and all of these recipients share their talents with multiple teams. In a world of sports specialization, their commitment to CHC is exceptional and to be commended. Please join me in congratulating TCIS and state champions Greg Melvin, Libby Wallace, and Kenny Shadle on earning the Red and Gray Athletic Award of Excellence. I picked these 3 on any team. I don't know about you all, but. Next, the Thomas K. Barnes Award, awarded to 2 senior athletes who have shown extraordinary traits of commitment, dedication, and leadership. Both of these athletes are conference champions and incredible teammates. They are team captains and respected greatly by their peers. They lead without ego for the betterment of the team. Please join me in congratulating Sam Maiden and Brendan Holly on receiving the Thomas K. Barnes. Athletes Awards, also presented Monday night at the senior dinner. This award is presented to 2 amazing soccer athletes and 2 incredible student athletes. He is the valedictorian, state soccer champion, and on his way to the University of Virginia. She is undeniably one of Cape Henry's all-time best soccer athletes and a TCI's champion, soon to be continuing women's soccer at West Point. The 2022 Scholar Athlete Awards are presented to Bella Cook and Matt McGraw. Those soccer kids are smart, right, Coach Ron? What is it with soccer? Congratulations. The Patrick William Foley Award, presented to the most valuable male senior athlete. This award, as mentioned Monday night at senior dinner, was also shared as Middle School Male Athletes of the Year just 4 years ago. Both are deserving and complement each other well on the soccer and lacrosse teams. Both are TCIS and state champions and have captained many Dolphin teams in their tenure. Our first recipient for the Patrick William Foley Award and a decorated athlete across 3 seasons, Neos Korides. His co-recipient, and on his way to play men's soccer at Old Dominion University, 2-time state champion, Gavin Doran. Award to be presented tonight, the Marianne Jacobson Award, presented to the most valuable senior female athlete. She is a 2-sport, all-conference and all-state recipient and a true competitor. She has a selfless approach to athletics and doesn't play for awards or recognition. The player every coach wants on their team. Her lead-by-example approach will be sorely missed next year, but we thank her for her multiple seasons of all-out gritty play. Please join me in congratulating Jenny Kiner as the 2022 Marianne Jacobson Award recipient. Welcome our upper school division head, Mr. Paul Horgan, with some closing remarks. I want to thank him for his support of athletics and our friendship over the years. It has been fun working with you, supporting our Dolphin athletes, and we wish you the best at Hilton Head Prep.
Let's put our hands together as head of school, Hilton Head Prep. Thank you for all your time here, Paul.
So I appreciate the opportunity to wrap up. I've had the chance to wrap this meeting up, this assembly up for the last 8 years. And it's a real honor. It's one of my favorite nights of the year because looking out at all these athletes, all these parents and coaches, it's really inspiring to me, and it's one of the things that's kept me coming back to school every year. I am going to a new school. You'll be happy to know Hilton Head Prep's mascot is the Dolphins, so that was... And I'm not joking, it really is. It's so that was part of the deal. We didn't have to change it for that, because I've definitely developed the Dolphin blood. But there's a quote I heard recently from Nick Saban, who's a college football coach. And he says, if you want to be good, there really aren't a lot of options. It takes what it takes. And when I think about that quote, I think about the teams in this room, what you have been for many of you, and what you will be for others, what our athletic department does, and what this school does. It takes what it takes. And you've seen the success And what I know, and the reason I'm inspired by these types of get-togethers, because when you listened to Mr. Angley, if you listened to the stream the other day, and the emotion in his voice as we walked off a state championship in extra innings, that doesn't just come from that moment. It comes from the thousands of moments from when you kids were this big, with your parents and all the people that love you and all your teammates watching. It comes from that, and that's what brings us all back. That's the part that gets me excited about sports in school. Some of you have heard me say everything we do is curriculum. Well, this stuff that you're talking about tonight, you're going to go meet with your teammates and share memories, that's part of the curriculum of the school. It's part of everything we do. And it's something that brings out the absolute best in us when we let it, and we try to keep it from bringing out the worst in us. But I'm honored to have been at this school. I'm honored to have supported Dolphin Athletics. I thank Mrs. Short, Dr. Guerin, the whole athletic team, crew. Thank Dan for all the great pictures that still get me excited, give me the chills sometimes to see the moments these kids have had. And I encourage you all to remember it takes what it takes, because it doesn't just apply to sports. It's going to apply to everything you do. Some of you are heading off to college. Some of you are just heading off into high school. Remember, it takes what it takes if you want to be good. And I'm proud of you, and congratulations to everybody. I think at this point, we're going to send everybody, everyone knows from your brochures where you're going to go. But thanks and good night.
Linda, we're going to Miss Whitney's room. I'm literally. You're not my dad. Which way do we leave out? Oh, we're going on AJ. Lawrence. Okay. Oh, let's go, Chris. Let's start.
She gets to wrangle my younger son in the lower school right now. I think it's one of his biggest problems. It's too nice. He gets it honestly. He actually had a really great morning. Pleasure meeting you. Back here. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. Hey, man.
Sorry.
Nice job, Drew.
We are. We're moving up. Congratulations, Mr. Rich.
Congratulations, Drew.
What's up, CJ?
I saw the project was done. Yeah, but I didn't see it though. Is it working? Yeah, it's working fine. Give me some love. Give me some love. I want to go look at it right now. Nice job getting it on board, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, looking good. Looking good. Really good too, huh? I'm about to receive my
the end of the season, we have reestablished Cape Henry crew with 34 varsity letter winners. Don't pay attention to the program. The program doesn't have everybody on there who's supposed to be on there, but you know who you are. We'll go through that. But congratulations to all of you. Varsity letter status is a big achievement. I still have my varsity letters that sit handsomely on my shelf from when I was in high school because it is the badge of accomplishment. It is what you guys set out to achieve in the individual sense. But as you know, nothing with crew happens in an individual kind of way. It's all team, all the time. That's what we do. Right up until this very day, it's all about team. And Drew was actually working on the slideshow at the moment, but hopefully that team will be up pretty soon. So I'll save most comments for the end, and there's a whole lot of thank yous that go along with what we're doing. But first, let's do our varsity letter winners, shall we? So the program, for whatever reason, has drawn from a roster that's not correct. So missing from there are Drew Rich, Daniel Donaldson, Lincoln Yang, and Maya. So not sure why, you're all varsity letter winners and enforcement is the team. So I find it really important to make sure that we get everybody taken care of. We'll get taken care of. But the ones that are on the list and we have the letters for ready right now, let's do our presentation. Jackson Baker. Michelle Bergman. Caroline Berman. Jacob Britton. Is Brooke here? Bridget Davidson, Bridget Jones. Bridget Jones. Abby. Sorry, I got the reading glasses on and off. Elena Granados. She's triple jumping. Jackson Hills. Good work now. Molly Oaks. Leo. Will Evans. Will. Emily Leon's not here with us. Caitlin. Sadie. Kate McRae. Archie McMullen. Sam Mobley, I think, is not with us tonight. Yeah. Volleyball. Ben Lee. And old. Malika Rodriguez. Sammy Stein. Joseph Sposito. Elena Tangretti. And Luke Tangretti. They're interchangeable. Rudy Wagner. He's a dapper fellow. Rhiannon Walter. Connor Williams. Athena Young. Monica. Monica Willis. Okay, those are the 2022 varsity letter winners for Cape Henry Crew. Now for our special awards. I'm sorry. We have 4 others. I'm sorry. Lincoln. We owe you a letter. Right? Yes. That's all. That's all. Go sit down. Go sit down. Daniel Donaldson. Maya Gibson. Andrew Rich. Now, those are our 2022 varsity letter winners. Congratulations. Yeah. Our special awards. So, first acknowledging our team captains. Team captains, please stand up. Evan Holt. So much was driven early on by their enthusiasm and a particular email that somebody built. You guys can sit down. But a particular email that somebody put out that said, this is the sport you want to be a part of. And then proved it every single day by what they did as captains, selected by their peers, and as leaders of the team. So the team was built by those greats. The things that they did, things that Kate did as well as the returning seniors, our returning rowers, which we only have 4 out of the 34. Only thank you for that. So we have 4 awards to give, technically speaking. We have the MVP awards, and we have the Coaches Award. MVP speaks to talent in the sport itself. It speaks to growing. Coaches Award speaks to the ideals behind the sport, the commitment to it, the commitment to the school, the representation of the school. So we have MVPs on both the women's and the men's side. I will speak very briefly about them. I think for the second year, we have co-MVPs on the women's side. Kate and Carolyn, who represent the ideals and the sport of rowing. Working really, really hard all the time.
Hey, do you want to take a picture here for our line, please? And then if I share, take a picture and then we share, yeah?
And on the men's side, the MVP is Jackson Baker. The MVPs represent achievement in the sport, represents stroking the boat, leading the boat. And their impact overall. So the Coaches Award, which is a little bit different. Our sport is crew, so that's the everyday piece of it, the in and the out. Then there's the ideals of the sport, of the school, who we are collectively, what we represent. And there's 2 people in particular, and this was a really, really hard debate back and forth. I think amongst the coaches, we spent at least a full day going back and forth because there's so much potential on the team of who could be identified as inspirational to everybody else, to connective tissue that holds it all together, to folks who went above and beyond. That's almost everybody on the team. But in particular, we identified 2 people. One for stepping up and showing up to try something he's never tried before, never had the opportunity to try before, and I would say probably outside his comfort zone until he started doing it, and then you saw the competitiveness, and you saw the idea of this is like everything else I've ever done. If I put hard work behind it, other people will follow me. Other people will be inspired for greatness. And that's Lincoln.
I was there at the swimming time.
Yep.
It wasn't easy, but he didn't give up. So it was great.
So then on the women's side, when you look across the field, you have an incredibly talented group of women on our team. We are graced with what I think is probably one of the best groups of women rowers that will happen next year, because we have an incredible core of what the team's going to be. And one of the things about building a team from the ground up that we essentially had to do this year is it takes a lot of help. It takes a lot of help from within of our team captains, but also from our coxswains. The coxswains, in case you're unfamiliar, parents are the mini coaches out on the water who have to think and act independently to carry out what it is we do, and be able to train other people and understand what the sport's about. But our coxswains also participated in the workouts, which our workouts weren't easy. They were really hard. So one of the people I ended up leaning on a lot for help and assistance was Finley. So Finley helped with the team. Coach Kachi Walter, who from day one, I was graced to be able to have as Later, guys. So, Coach Gotcha showed up on day one, knowing nothing about rowing at all, but extremely enthusiastic about learning about rowing and learning about what she could do coaching. In my day job, I sometimes had to be late, or sometimes on a couple occasions couldn't make it to practice, or we got weathered out. We had to shift quickly and make a new plan for doing a land workout. It was always Coach K who was ready to go on that and get things going in the right direction. And also doing those other unsung things like getting people to practice over to the Olds house, or moving pieces and parts from one place to another. She was always there for that, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, Coach K. The other person who couldn't be here tonight, Coach AA, Dave Ahmed, who I also appreciate greatly. Dave and I go way, way back to our plebe year together as rowers. We've been friends for 30 years, but his assistance over the course of the season was a blessing from above for the number of things that he ended up doing, including fixing Cox boxes and fixing boats and towing things to places and carrying things and helping with coaching. So I will pass along his round of applause. Much I think we already said a lot about our seniors, but again, if our 5 seniors would stand to be acknowledged as you guys head off with a great quiet. So our team also included 3 8th graders, which is incredibly hard to do as an 8th grader, to be on a full-scale varsity sport, learning from the ground up. But our 8th graders could stand up too, to be acknowledged. And then there's the parents. I thank all of the parents for everything that you guys did throughout the season. From the very first time we stood on the side of the building and talked about, what is this sport again? What exactly are we doing? And then we had a few very, very experienced parents who knew exactly where we wanted to go with this and have supported and been some of the best crew parents I've ever seen. In fact, the best I've ever seen. But I want to acknowledge Angie and Steve Vernon. And Marie and Wayne Old, who, when we needed a home, they gave us their property to be able to row up with. So thank you very much. Brooke's dad, Alan Boynton, who very quickly, right over the course of spring break, activated all his resources to be able to get us our first round of sweatshirts, which were famously seen throughout the school as acknowledgement that crew had arrived. So Alan's not here tonight, but I appreciate his efforts as well. Larry and Samantha Britton, who all their efforts and work and help behind the scenes as well. Thank you very much. And then Jack and Jody Tangretti, who have been incredibly supportive throughout the season in a variety of different ways, but very much appreciate your mom and dad. Where they're at. There you go. And the Bakers as well. So thank you very much for all your support. So all of this happens with a lot of support from a lot of people. And I think I scratched the surface on who that actually represents. It represents the families, it represents the getting up early with creaky bones to get to a crew race on a weekend at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you can go listen to the coach's rules and the coxswain's rules and all that stuff, and then get there and watch women from our team sing the anthem. setting up the food, it's the moving the boats there. And then there's late practices where when you're on the water getting off at 5:30 was virtually impossible in order for us to actually get time out there. So the fluctuating schedules and the mom and dad's flexing to be able to make it happen, to come get kids from one place to another. That's the stuff that's required. That's the stuff that makes it all actually work. So thank you to all moms and dads for all your support on this stuff. As well, thank you to the team, yourselves, who organized and made all that stuff happen. Yourselves, making sure that nobody got left behind for a couple vacations. We always went back and got them, didn't we? But organizing yourselves and leading yourselves and letting the captains be you, which sometimes pure leadership is incredibly hard. The lessons that come with that, and the lessons that come from the followership aspect of that, or learning how to be led, because you will become a better leader by how you get led. And then fundamentally, sport is about commitment. It's about commitment to what you're doing on a daily basis. It's about commitment to learning the art of rowing and the sport of rowing. And moreover, it's commitment to each other. I doubt that you guys showed up at practice because I asked you to. You showed up at practice because you were committed to each other. You were committed to what we set out to do. And that's the piece. That's where crew is different. Nobody walks into crew saying, I've been doing this my whole life. Nope. Everybody starts that first day with more in their hands saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then you learn stroke after stroke after stroke over time how to do this right and how to be one with the rest of the people in your boat, the rest of the team. And it becomes team every single day. And that's what we are. And we finally built that over the course of the season. And that's the legacy of the first year back that all of you have built. So next year, we come back, and there's going to be another 15 or 20 kids on top of what you built. You're now the experienced rowers. You're going to be training them. They're going to come on board, and our team is going to be bigger and stronger. And hopefully, the crews, the school is committed to what we want to build going forward. That growth, that thing that you guys have already started. You lit the fuse. Your communication with the school, with the administration, said we want to keep doing this. That's important. You will return next year. Your thoughts about this, you're continuing to educate yourself in the sport, all builds into Cape Henry crew getting bigger and stronger. Our wins this year were all about team. Getting the 8s on the water to actually race. Getting every person on the team out on the water to race, to experience it, to see this is what this is all about. This is kind of cool. That's the fun part. We'll do a lot more of that next year. And hopefully we'll get the states. And hopefully we'll get the nationals. That happens through all of your effort and all of your commitment going forward. So I've got that plan. You have all responded to what I asked you to do, which is let the school know that we're committed to this. So that message has been heard loud and clear. So now we're given the opportunity to help us execute the plan that we want forward. Thank you all for that. I probably left a lot of people out in the thank yous. My own wife, Katie, who's here somewhere. My son, Jack, who will join the crew team at some point. But thank you for all your patience through the season as well, and support. It's all a network. It all happens because we all work together to make this happen. I think that was it.
No, it's not. I needed the crew team to stand up and clap hard for our coach.
Thanks, guys. Keep off the stage.
I just wanted to give a big thank you to Mrs. Berman for all the hard work she did this year, wherever she is back there. Do you want to come up? We have a gift for you. From all of us, we wanted to say thank you for your dedication and all your hard work for getting everything organized all year. It really means a lot to all of us. So, thank you very much.
I'm so proud of y'all. Carolyn started in 8th grade as well. And, but anyway, I'm glad to see that the team has grown. And the CHC store for crew is open, and we have some of the varsity jackets here. If anybody wants it, I sent the email to the parents, but you can order your jackets if you want them for Boathouse. So, you're gonna need them.
And finally, so Drew put together a slideshow. Goes through some of our events and activities this year. So I'd be remiss if we don't close out with a run through of the slideshow. Great memories. You guys can narrate it out loud. Herbs. Hey, we got a new word, by the way, guys. Got a new word. We did. Coach Dave got a deal and got us a new one. Yeah! I realized how much time I spent in 50-degree water. Nice. Everyone's speaking of it. And there we go. Thanks, Drew. So with that, that's, I think, all you guys need to hear from me. Next year is year 2 of our plan, and we will continue to execute. Thank you all for everything. For the 4 varsity letters that we still owe you guys, we'll get that taken care of and get you guys your varsity letters. But again, thank you all and congratulations on a great season.
Can I have a picture in the center with everybody, the whole team? Parents can go ahead now.